Hello, families. I'm here to talk to you about number trees or number bonds, as they're also known. It has to do with this page that you have in your packet. And if you feel like you understand what's going on without my help, then great. And if you feel like you have some questions, hopefully this video can answer them. So I'm going to start the video and hopefully it will start. Aha, yes. So as you can see, I'm going to pause it. You have 6 different problems here, and it says color each set of buttons to show a different combination of 6 and write a number tree to match each combination. So I'm just going to give a couple examples right here, and I'm going to have you just follow along with me, and then I'll give you one to try on your own at the end. So right here, we're going to start in this very first box, and I'm going to be using red and blue to color. So you're going to want to take a look at the format. Oh, it's looking like orange, but it was red when I colored with it. So as you're coloring in the buttons for your student, you can use any 2 colors. I find that it's helpful to remain consistent throughout the whole page, unless your student is just really flying and is like, I get it, I don't need it. So you're going to color in any combination to 6. It's okay if you repeat some combinations or if your student repeats some. I would say don't have the whole page be the same color combination, but if they do it once or twice, that's okay. They're just learning. They don't have to master this yet. So as you can see, I colored 2 red-orange buttons and 4 blue buttons. So you're going to take a look at this number tree or number bond, and kind of another way to think of it is a part whole diagram. So it can be oriented any direction, turned around to face any way. It can be on its side, it could be upside down, but you still have the same basic parts. There's one box where everything connects to, and then there's 2 smaller boxes. The one connector box is the whole, and the 2 small boxes are the parts. And this is just a good way for students to think about number relations rather than them thinking 3 plus 5 equals 8. That's kind of limiting because eventually they're going to move to subtraction. And we really want kids to be able to just break numbers apart. So we want them to see the relationship where 3 and 5 are related. If you put them together, you'll get 8 altogether. If you take 3 out of 8, you will have 5 left over. If you take 5 out of 8, you'll have 3 left over. We want them to see 3 different relationships instead of just one thing, because we want them to take this skill further. So that's kind of why these were invented. I didn't use them growing up. I know you guys probably didn't either, but that's the thinking behind this methodology. So rather than have your student think just 2 plus 4 equals 6, we want them to be thinking about the relationship between 2, 4, and 6. So after you have colored this first box for your student, and I highly recommend that you color the first one and kind of go over this first one with them, then you can see that you're going to start to fill in. And I always start with the part, but some students may logically want to start with the whole. So there's 4, counting 4 blue buttons. That's one part of this whole thing. And there's 1, 2 red, orange buttons. You can pause the video like I just did and point to where you think we're going to write the number 2 to fill in this. Is it going to go up here in the all together spot, or is it one of the parts? Let's see. Yep, it's one of the parts. If you predicted that, then you were using your logic and you thought it through. Now you can also pause the video again and let's read it to ourselves. We have 4 blue buttons and we have 2 orange buttons. What is our all together number? How many buttons do we have all together? Go ahead and count the buttons while I count them on here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 buttons all together. So 4 blue buttons plus 2 orange buttons equals 6. And parents, you could start, oh, this is where I was experimenting. Parents, you could start asking them about the relationship to subtraction. And if we took away the orange buttons How many do we have? Something like that. That would be a great way to push your student. I'm erasing this because I'm going to have us do another one together, another practice one. Okay, so I'm going to color this one in. I had to do all my erasing. Let's see what I color in. And you can be thinking of your own combinations. So it looks like I am going to color in three red orange buttons and 3 blue buttons. Okay, so again, you can pause the video to see what you should be filling in this number bond. Why did I write a number 3 in blue? It looks like I was counting 3 buttons. Now, what number do you think is going to go in my part, my other part? Okay, 3. Now, how many buttons do I have all together? I have 6 buttons all together. Give a heart to heart me too if you also were able to count and use your logic to figure that out. Nice job. You could have your student write an addition equation right now if you would like to kind of add another level to this. That's a fun thing to do. Otherwise, I'm just going to color one more in for you and I'm going to let you practice it on your own, okay? So let's see what your challenge one is going to be on your own. Okay, it looks like it's 1 reddish orange button. How many blue buttons is that? Okay, I'm going to end this video here. If you solve this problem, take a picture and send it to me on Remind because I would love to see your number bonds, and we can call them 3 things. Remember, number bonds, number trees, or part whole. Whatever is easiest to help you remember what you're talking about. Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video.